always race to win. Take off at the speed of sound. Bright lights, the colors all around.
G'day, how you going? It's the Downunder game here. Welcome back for some more Marble World Racing. Today we're at Colour Capital for the final race of the Colourful GP. The race record for this track is a 5 minute 14.6, and that was set by Cherry Blossom from Team Pink. Taking a look at the standings, we've got defending champs Team Green, just the 4 points over Team Grey and 5 points over Team Blue, so close battle for our top 3 teams. You may notice that there's no red there for the danger zone. That's because starting Season 3, all teams will be competing in the races. So Season 3 will have more marbles and more races with every team competing. So no danger zone to worry about for this season. And then over for our individual championship, Melon is 14 points ahead of Metal, then Sky. Then we got Grass, Berry, Ruby, Sapphire, Ash, Stone, and Snow. So only the top 10 marbles can still win the championship. Melon just has to finish inside the top 8, and they will guarantee the victory. So today's reverse grid order will have Banana, Dirt, Sugar, and Emerald starting at the front. And then at the back it will be Grass, Sky, Metal, and Melon. So let's head over to the track, get ready for our final race of the Colourful GP. And we're off and rolling for our final race here at Colour Capital. Just the top 10 marbles still in the running for the championship. Right now we're on board with Sunflower, who takes the lead. Through into the white sector, coming up to the grey. So Dirt. Having a bit of trouble there. Ash. Good section for Ash, able to move up to the lead. Emerald close behind. So Ash is one of those marbles still in the running. Emerald, on the other hand, currently in the lead of the race, sitting down in 21st, so definitely not in the running for the championship. Emerald keeping this lead for the moment. Then we have Berry and Ash, both coming up there on the inside. Emerald trying to hold them off, but it's Sunflower through the yellow sector, able to move up into the lead now. Sugar makes the move in the white sector. I'm starting to see a bit of a trend here. So Sugar, another marble that's way down the order in the championship. So in terms of championship, Snow has a very tall order, has to win the race, and then also has half of Melon with a DNF. But at the moment, Melon currently sitting in 11th. If Melon can finish in 8th or better, then they will guarantee the championship regardless of how everyone else finishes. Right now, Melon is in 7th, so Melon doing exactly what they need to do to win the championship. Sugar, in the meantime, has fastest lap and also the lead. Teammate Snow sitting there in 2nd. And we've got Berry and Sunflower. Just looking at the leaderboards, and something happened to Melon. Has dropped way down the order all of a sudden. Now down to 18th, so was up in 7th and has dropped more than 10 positions. So championship is back on. Any of those rivals want to try and make some moves now, now's the time to do it. Sugar comfortably up in the lead. Snow, to have any chance of winning this championship, has to win the race. At the moment, their teammate is not letting that happen. Melon would also have to get a DNF, so very unlikely for Snow or Stone to really have any chance. Ash also in the same situation. Basically needs a bunch of those people ahead to finish poorly, which doesn't seem to be happening at the moment. Bit of a slow run there for Sugar through the orange sector. Teammate Snow trying to get into the lead if they can. So Team White doing pretty decently for this race. Sugar and Snow. Snow desperately trying to get up into the lead. Team White, as long as they're not slowing each other down, they're okay with having them fight each other. Right now, they've got a little bit of a gap back to Berry and Emerald. Apple and Amber also in the mix back there. None of those marbles really in the championship. Oh, mistake there from Snow in the red sector going around that turn. So Sugar makes a mistake. It's dropped down to 6 now. Snow in the lead, but unless Melon gets a DNF, Snow will not be able to win the championship. Coming up to the final lap here, Snow with a little bit of a margin. Current fastest lap of the race belongs to Lemon, currently sitting in 13th. Looking at the leaderboards, Melon is nowhere to be seen in the top 20. So in danger of losing the championship, depending on where their rivals finish. Right now though, it looks like Snow will grab the win, doing everything they can to try and win the championship, but it's going to be a bit of a tall order. Rest of the field coming through. Defending champ Rose will be losing that championship title at the end of this race. Too far back to win the championship. So Melon finishing pretty far down the order, but will it be too far down? So Snow, our winner, 4/10 over Emerald. Then we had Berry, Apple, Sugar, Amber, Wood, Rose, Sunflower, and then Grass. And then down the bottom we had Dirt, Stone, Melon, Metal, and Cloud. And here are our winners for the final race of the Colourful GP. In third place we have Berry. In second place it's Emerald. And today's winner at Color Capital is Snow. So congratulations to our Race 8 winners. And here are the final results for the Colourful GP. Team White doing the best today, getting 51 points, and Team Grey doing the worst with just the 14. So over in the team standings, it is the defending champs getting back-to-back wins. And then we have Team Blue finishing 3 points behind, Team Grey rounding out the podium. And as we mentioned before the race, there's no danger zone this time round because next season all teams will be in the race. So look forward to that next season. And then finally over in our individual championship, Melon comes out on top, 3 points over Snow, and then Berry rounding out the podium. We then had Grass, Metal, Sky, Sapphire, Wood, former champ Rose in 9th, and then Ruby rounding out the top 10. And then taking a look at our stats after 2 seasons, we've got Team Green, the only ones winning the team championship so far, and our individual champions Rose and Melon. Most race wins so far belongs to Team Blue, having 3 race wins, and individual race wins belongs to Sapphire, who's had 2 race wins. So that's all the racing for this week. We'll have a week off and then we'll be starting up the All-Star GP series. So look forward to that. We're going to head over to the award ceremony now. So until next time, have a good one.